Right, so we're gonna almost be at the finishing of this dress. Side seam we're gonna do, and one side seam we've done. Now if you've got an overlocker, what I would suggest is overlock this prior to doing this seam.
Oh, before you do the seam overlock.
So yeah, that way you can have open, you know, but if you haven't got the overlocker, you can zigzag them. Okay, you can use a zigzag stitch, and the edges, what you do is you just fold them and just tuck them down with hand so that you get a neat finishing.
Yeah.
Underneath the armhole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just that is tucked down. Now one side is sewn. Just point out which side is sewn.
Does it matter which side, Jan?
It's easier to handle, so it's the left one. Left to the front.
Yeah.
Okay. So front left side.
Yeah.
Seam we've done. It's only because when you're following this, it depends on what side you're gonna have your, you know, if it's like a bulky dress, then I will do it from the right side so that it's sitting like that. Don't know if that makes if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I wouldn't have thought it'd make any difference which side.
It's for the fabric, the way you're gonna handle it as well. Personally, I prefer to have I don't know, maybe it's the way
which way round you like to sew as well.
Which way, you know,
so,
so I'd like to have, you know, that side to my left and that side to my right. So because of that reason, then, you know, you have a particular way of
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And if you get yourself used to it that way, you would probably find it easy rather than randomly doing it each time. Okay, so we've iron marked tape for where we're going to have the elastic, and you see when I elasticate, the other thing that I'd want to do is I'd want to do the front side first.
Front side first.
Yeah, so when I've put the fabric, when I've put the dress down and I've sewn the left side, automatically it's my, you know, this falls on my sort of right angle.
Yeah.
Okay, so measuring for the elastic around your waist.
Yeah.
Measure it full. Okay, it's full there, but we wouldn't do it full. We want a little bit full. So probably if you measure it full and then do about 3 inches less than your waist size, 3-4 inches less than your waist size. And do you know what, just put a mark in it halfway so you know where your middle of your elastic is, and then open up your seam. Now this is something that I generally don't do. Okay, open up your seam, keep your seam open. And you know where you've marked it as your half mark?
Put that in the middle.
Put that in the middle and just put a pin through it.
Jan, you've used a pin. You don't use pins.
I'm doing this for your convenience, Sam.
I need a pin. I definitely need a pin.
Right? And I'll tell you why. Look, now you know that's half, you know that's the centre, and you know this is how much elastic you've got, and this is your fabric.
Yeah.
So when you'll know how much to pull.
That's a good idea, yeah. Because I suppose you know that we're doing it a lot, don't you? But for me, I wouldn't.
Well, no, average person wouldn't.
Yeah.
So here I'm teaching, like, trying to give guidance to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you'll do is you'll double tack your thingy.
Are you just doing a straight stitching, not a zigzag or anything?
No, straight stitching. You would pull that, okay,
right,
up to the point where your needle is.
Yeah.
Grab hold of it from manageable size.
Oh, and then you know how to pull it.
Yeah. So you know this is so that you know all your and you're using that as your guideline. Underneath that we've got our iron line. You can hold it with another pin there if you find it difficult to. Okay, when you come to a pause, make sure your needle is down, and again, all this excess fabric you pull and you go to your next. So you don't want to be going all over the place. You want to be going on your
good idea.
On your iron mark and your enough, right pull, because if you've got your right pull, it's not like too much gathered in one place and less gathered in
one set. Yeah, that's good. That's a good tip.
Yeah, right. So we've done half. So
you're making it look like it's an easy thing to do. Is it easy or not when you first do it? Is it tricky?
Well, no, the tricky bit would be that, you don't want it going, you put so much gathers in one place. So again, what we'll do is take it to the end and just put a pin there.
Pin in there, yeah.
And then
you can see why you need the iron line now, though. It'd be difficult to try and keep it straight while you're doing that, wouldn't it?
It would be very difficult, yeah. See, if you hold it on the iron line and then you can slightly adjust the fabric to take it to. And because you're keeping it, you've got guidance on how much of a pull you want it up to that point. And you know that, look, we've taken that needle, and that's where you want it ending. Now that's why we've not sewn it from both sides.
Yeah, it would be hard to do this, wouldn't it?
So now you've got, look, that much elastic.
Yeah.
And you can just pull that and hold it in place. And take it to the end. There you go.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do that.
Some guidance there for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, now what I would do is, it's amazing how much of a difference that normally makes when you iron on top of that elasticated. It'll bring in beautiful gathers that will fall automatically into place.
So would you iron before you do the side seam? Or?
Because it's a lot easier.
Right.
Ironing at this point is a lot easier than when because it's open, isn't it? Look, the dress is open, so you can lay it flat and you can iron it. Just to show you. So I've not turned the camera off just to keep it going, and now you see you put. Generally, if you've got your dress sewn, then it'll be the sewn side at the bottom, or you'll have to push it through the ironing board and do it on the round.
Yeah. Whereas, of course, where you can do it flat, as it is now.
Yeah, you can do it quite easily. And normally, if you iron, I remember when I was doing one of the very early videos, and I said, when you're sewing, this is how you should iron. And somebody put, how stupid can a person be? Are you teaching? What are you trying to teach us?
Really?
And I said, well, a lot of it's funny how a lot of people don't know how to, there's general ironing and there's ironing for sewing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And for sewing, ironing for sewing, you'll need to know where to hold, a particular fabric to iron a certain crease.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and does it make a really big difference? Like if you ironed everything, does it make a big difference in the finished product?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so you see, ironing like this is a lot easier than closing the dress up and ironing.
Definitely,
so this is just to form the shape, and
it looks different now, doesn't it, with the elastic in it?
I mean, what you can do is, it's only one side sewn, but if you're a new an amateur person at sewing, what you can do is try at this stage, even though the other side is not done. It will give you an idea of whether the elastic is in the right place and so on as well. And it's easy to take on and off as well. Yeah. It's only sewn from one side. See, if you, majority of the English sewing is that you iron each seam as you're going along.
Yeah, that's what they taught us at college.
Yeah, you would have been taught that at college. Okay, so we'll give that a try before to make sure that, to make sure that elastic's in the right place, and then we'll attach them.